Hello and welcome to another WATCHPRO original, and I've got something a bit different for you today, or somewhat the same because I've done tours of London and Cambridge shopping. But today I'm in France. It's July the 10th, 11th, something like that. Thought I'd pop down to my favourite part of France, which is Burgundy, and I am in the beautiful market town of Beaune, right in the heart of the ultra wealthy wine growing region of the Côte d'Or, very, very famous for Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. And the reason I'm doing it today, I'm not giving you a wine tour, I'm not even really giving you a watch shopping tour. I'm giving you a glimpse if you're in somewhere like California, New York, London, the UK, anywhere like that, because France has had a more successful time through the pandemic and opened up probably a month. So I'm effectively giving you a vision of what life is going to be like in around about a month's time if you're just emerging from the lockdown now, feeling a little bit frayed, not sure quite how quickly you're going to get out and about. So we're going to take you through the beautiful town centre of Beaune. That's spelled B-A-U-N-E. The town here is probably no more than 10,000 people. Normally would have a lot of tourists in the summer holidays, and as I say, it's very historic, very wealthy, because wine here is about 40 euros a pop per bottle. So I'm going to flip the camera around and we'll take a look just for 5 or 10 minutes through the centre. So it's a lovely sunny day. The crowds should be out. It's a Saturday. Fairly quiet. This is the central market area. I noticed actually normally there would be an outdoor market here on Saturday morning. It's actually Saturday afternoon here now, and there wasn't a market this morning, so there's still some restrictions in place in France, but just sort of try and keep an eye out on whether you think people are crowding together, whether they're hopping to avoid each other, whether they're wearing masks, whether there are restrictions on on going into shops, and I'll describe some of it for you. So we're going into now the heart of the town. It's called Place Carnot. It's surrounded by little bars, cafes, artisan shops. I can tell you one of the best cheese shops I've ever been to is on this square here. So here we are in the centre, there's a little kids carousel here. And really what I want to point out is, if you've been cooped up indoors for 3 or 4 months being fed an endless stream of terrifying news about the pandemic, feeling like it's never going to end, I'm here to tell you it does end. You do get out and about again. It can be relaxing and enjoyable. Pardon? Remember when life looked like that? Oh, it's absolutely wonderful. There's a view across here. Oh, well, since this is a WATCHPRO video, let's go and have a quick look at the local watch shop. Bijouterie Udar. For the fashion end of the watch market. Heckin', eh? There's still masks around, you'll see. I mean, I've been to a restaurant, a cafe, a bar since I've been down here. There's some places where they stop you at the shop door, ask you to put on a mask, hand sanitizer, that type of thing. Other places they're far more relaxed about it, but I'd certainly say that you shouldn't come into town for shopping or eating if you don't have your little surgical mask in your pocket, because in some places you will be asked for it. This is a little pedestrianised area. I mean, it's very, very difficult when you've been in lockdown, when you barely left your house, when you're watching the BBC, the scientists and the politicians who are feeding you so many scare stories, statistics, pictures of every little flare-up is being reported as if it's the start of a second wave. Maybe it is. I'm not a scientist. I'm just telling you exactly what I'm seeing, and I'm letting you see it with your own eyes. That, as I say again, France is about a month ahead of the UK, a month ahead of places like New York. Right at the end of the curve, they're getting around about probably a 7-day moving average of 300 or 400 new cases, 30 odd deaths per day. But you've just got to ask yourself, if you think you're still going to be afraid in a month's time, I think you're going to find yourself in the minority, because it's summer, you want to be out, you want to be shopping, you want to be hanging out with friends, and frankly the economy needs you to be doing all of those things. The global economy, your local economy, your household economy. We cannot stay locked down. Just give you a little look inside. It's just a little fashion store, a few arrows on the ground. This is a place where they've got masks, but this is people shopping. So that's about it really. As I say, a small town, busy, bustling, every table full outside the cafes, shops doing good business. Not as busy as usual. I've been coming here for about the last 15 years. It's clearly a little bit more quiet for a sunny July day than you would expect, but a wonderful experience. I couldn't be more happy to have been here, and I promise you, if we all get out and about, this is how it's going to look in your local town, city centre, before you know it.